Could you get in tighter, like, because you are a couple? So this is, there we go. That is beautiful. You can't mess her hair up. No, let's not do that.
You're warm in here, isn't it?
That's because you've got a thick coat on.
I know, because I was expecting to be stood outside, just...
Thought he was on the boat again.
Yeah.
You pair. I'm going to tour you the dynamic duo. Karriss and Lauren, thank you so much for being guests. And what I will say, that look of joy when you saw me waiting here with the camera, I'll never forget that.
Now, to be fair, you're the first one for us today. We haven't done one.
Yeah, we've tried avoiding them all, but just not avoiding them as such. Just we've been out, aren't we, doing a bit of shopping, getting a few snacks, just. But then George has tracked us down, and you're the first one.
Can I ask you something then? What is it like for you guys as fighters? Who's taking the piss behind me?
Georgia.
I'm going to end up dragging you on camera, Georgia.
She's firing the popcorn faces like that.
What is it like for you guys then to be... Do you feel like you're stalked by the media? What is it that's off-putting for you? Because this can be a tip for me and other media outlets, actually. What does your head in? I'll go to you first.
It's not as such a... Well, yeah, it does. A few of them do your head in. Like, it depends who you are as an individual. People like Fight Week. I don't. I like to be training, getting ready for the fight night. I don't mind doing media. It's just when it's all repetitive and you're saying the same thing, you're just repeating yourself. It's like, what is the point? Like, I'm literally just saying the exact same words what I've just said 2 seconds ago, and you've just heard me say it because you stood next to me. So, but yeah, I don't mind doing the odd ones as long as the questions are mixed up a bit.
Yeah, basically what Karriss said. Obviously, when you're in Fight Week and that, making weight and hanging around and you're doing different media but the same questions, it can just get a bit tiring, But I suppose it's part of the job as well, innit? So we just gotta kind of bite our tongue and crack on with it.
I get your frustrations because sometimes I see it, and that's why sometimes I won't even bother. I'll just look and think, no, I'll leave you to it, because I understand you're in fight mode, you're getting ready to go in there and beat the hell out of somebody. The last thing you want to be doing is saying how articulate you're going to be in the ring and are you going to get a stoppage.
That's what I mean. It's like, how are you going to do it then? Talk us through every round. I don't fucking know until I get in the ring, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously I've trained...
Welcome swearing, because I get told off for swearing on my own channel.
I've trained to be the best I can be on Saturday night, and whatever happens will happen. I'm sure I'll come out with a win, but how it's going to happen, I don't know until the night.
What have you done in relation to your opponents, in relation to looking at them and what they're about?
To be honest, we just kind of focus on ourselves, but we've gone back into camp and we've had a really good, let's say 4 or 5 weeks. China, France and Germany have been over, so we've been sparring them. So that's added a little bit more preparation, but I wouldn't say like we're any different, because we were 100% prepared on September the 10th, you know what I mean? We're always professional, we're always in camp, we're always at our peak when we need to be. So yeah, we're just ready to go now for Saturday.
You guys really do live the life, but what is it like getting that overseas experience, and they're coming into like your home, your den, to get that experience to prepare you from when you do start going for these world championships? Because it's not going to be long with your pedigree, is it?
No, that's one of the key factors as to why we stayed up at GB, because the different styles of sparring that were coming down, or the multi-nation camps that happen, there's no better preparation than getting in with all the different styles. If you get in and you've only been sparring the typical, I don't know, like just the bog standard come forward girl, what are you going to do when someone's on the back foot or like spinning off these check hooks and that? Like, you need to make yourself familiar with all styles. So that's one of the key factors, and one of the really good factors as to why we're up at GB.
And for you, Lauren?
Yeah, same. And even when obviously the multi-nation camps end over, we've obviously got good sparring within the Team GB girls, because a lot of people, I know a few of the girls and the lads who've left Team GB, they struggle for sparring. Whereas with us, we got sparring week in, week out. It's all there for us, and we're getting the best in the country. And like I said, obviously China come over, and for me, they're one of the best amateur teams out there. I boxed the Chinese girl in the final of the Olympics. She was over, obviously like with different weights now, but a lot of the girls, sometimes they got 3 at a weight, so they're very, very competitive.
And they new every day, like, or you can do a few rounds with her, and then the other Chinese girl will get in, and then Germany will get in, France will get in. So it's all good. You're always having to stay alert and on your toes. So
you're sort of like already competing or practicing to compete on that world level. So it's not really going to be like a step up when you do it professionally in this role, because you're already sparring at that level anyway.
Yeah, we've boxed at that world level, do you know what I mean? We've gone to major tournaments, we've been to the Olympics. It doesn't get any higher than that for me personally. Even in the professional ranks, for me, I think as an Olympian, and to go to the Olympics to qualify, you know, you're the best in the world. And I suppose for myself and Karriss, when we have gone, we've turned professional now, we kind of dropped down a little level, just because of obviously it's a different game, don't get me wrong, and we need to, because we need to learn. But when you talk about obviously talent and skill and will level, we've been in there with the best already.
When you talk about obviously that talent and that skill, because obviously you guys have stayed at GB through your amateur and now into your professional, did you hear any sort of like, not horror stories, but people have said to you, it's really good to do it your way, because kind of like when you turn professional, it's like bye-bye Sheffield, and you're sort of like out on your own, finding new coaches. Any thoughts on that?
I think you just got to go where you're comfortable. Like, we did go around, we tried a couple of gyms. The coaches we worked alongside when we was just like experimenting a sort of thing, it was nice, but it just didn't feel like I wanted to be there all the time. And you've got to be happy to be able to train 100%. There's no point being out of your comfort zone and not being happy. It's not a good mix. So Rob McCracken knows what he's doing. He's trained alongside obviously Joshua Boatsi, Anthony Joshua. He's now got, well, he had Carl Fox. He's now got Galal. And obviously myself and Lauren now, so he knows exactly what he's doing. But we've also got the pleasure of working alongside our amateur coaches that I went through the Olympics with, Lee Pullen, so I've still got him on board as well. The only thing that's changed really is that the training just gets a little bit harder, because the rounds we've got more rounds to do. Even though the time's come down a bit, we've still got instead of doing 3 rounds, I'm doing 6 this time, but it'll build into 8 and then 10. So that's the only difference in my eyes. Then obviously, they say you've got to sync on your shots, this, that and the other, but I don't want to slow my feet down. I want to keep a high tempo. I want to have an engine to break the girls down, as well as like digging in the hard shots as well. So that's my plan.
Enough anyway, without digging them in, don't I?
I try.
So.
Have I got to wrap it up? Oh. And I was actually getting into this. Oh, can I just ask? I need to ask one more question then, and I'll say that to you, Lauren. Do you think, how hard is it then? You know, you see people changing trainers and saying, I've outgrown this person, I don't feel like I'm learning anymore. What is it that has made you guys say, actually, no, I want to develop with my amateur trainer, I want to develop into that really good professional boxer?
For me, it come down to, as soon as we come back from the Olympics, we realised what the pro game was about. And for us, I think the most important thing is that we got people on our team who we trust. And for me, I think, you know, Rob McCracken, he's a great guy. He's a performance director of Team GB, but for us, he's a great trainer, great manager. He trains us himself, you know, and his knowledge, he's been in the game, you know, he's been at the top. So for us, it was a no-brainer, really. Obviously, we still got like the amateur coaches there as well, you know, looking after us. But from the inside overall, he's the main guy. So for us, experience-wise, for me, it was just, no-brainer, and I trust him. I think he's a great guy, and he does our best interests at art.
I like that.
I don't think, basically, like, we both want to become world champions, and I believe Rob can do that. He can guide us down the right path to do that. He's got all the experience, all the knowledge to turn us into world champions. As long as we give 110% into our training sessions, there's nothing that can stop us.
I love it. And on that note, ladies, thank you so much for your time. See, these look like genuine smiles now from when you walked over to now.
Different questions. I've not heard one of them questions all week, so they're good questions.
No, I'm just interested because I don't understand it from your point of view. That's why I need you to explain it. So, but girls, all the best on Saturday.
Truly invested and wants to know, then it's easy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because people always say about, you know, fighters getting stale and whatever and staying with the same. And you see the trainer hopping, you see it all the time. So I thought, well, why are they staying there then? There's got to be a reason.
It's hard, but it pays off. We get fit. We're in our best shape.
We've been in camp
when we
since
turn up to
January.
fight night, we're always ready, aren't we? We never leave anything unturned. So
we're always going to be fit no matter what.
I like it. Ladies, all the best on Saturday night. Do the business.
Thank you.
Keep stopping people. And world champion soon.
Thank you very much.
All right, take it easy. See you later.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.